Welcome, love. If you've always felt different, if you've questioned your place in the world, this message is for you. You always felt like the black sheep, misunderstood, like your wavelength didn't match the room. Too much, too deep, too honest. They called it strange. You called it truth. Too sensitive, too aware, too different. Not sure if I belong here. Feels like I'm on the outside, looking in, always catching the details no one else sees, carrying weight in silence while others float. Like I speak a language they've never learned, like I feel in colors they refuse to name. But what if being the black sheep was never a curse? What if it was the start of freedom? A quiet rebellion wrapped in wool, a signal that I was never meant to follow. What if it was a calling? A push to break the mold, not fit it, to question what everyone else swallowed whole, to carve a path where none existed. You're not here by accident. You were drawn to this video for a reason, so take a breath and allow this to reach your soul. From a young age, you noticed what others ignored. The energy in the room, the tension behind the laughter, the silence between the words. You felt the undercurrents no one spoke of. Carried truths that had no place in small talk. You knew when someone was hurting, even when they smiled. And it made you feel older than your years, like you were living in a world that ran too shallow for your depth. You weren't being dramatic. You were tuned in. You were gifted. But no one told you. You thought something was wrong with you. That feeling everything meant you were broken. But you were just wired differently. Deeper, wider, born with a radar for what's real, and while they dismissed it, you were carrying wisdom. Instead of being celebrated, you were silenced, labeled, judged, too emotional, too deep, too much. Told to tone it down, lighten up, shrink, made to feel like your truth was a flaw, like your fire needed a lid. But maybe they feared what they couldn't understand. Maybe your depth made them confront their own shallows. So you started to shrink. You laughed less. You blended in more. You wore a mask. It helped you survive. But it also buried your soul. You forgot the sound of your own voice. Dimmed your light to match their comfort. You became who they needed, not who you were. And though you kept going, something inside you went quiet. A silent ache for the self you left behind. Behind that mask was someone powerful, someone intuitive, someone who could feel what others couldn't name. Someone born to see beneath the surface, to speak truths others were too afraid to touch. A healer in hiding, a mirror to the unseen, not broken, just buried, waiting to rise. And while the world called you different, what they didn't realize was, different is divine. Different is where the magic lives. It's the spark that cracks open the ordinary, the pulse of change, the root of truth. You weren't meant to fit in. You were meant to awaken, to remind others of what they've forgotten, that there's power in feeling, strength in softness, and freedom in being fully, fiercely you. As you grew older, the weight of being different got heavier. You questioned yourself more. You dimmed your light to keep others comfortable. You tried to fit into the boxes they gave you, smiled when it hurt, nodded when you wanted to scream, folded parts of yourself just to make room, played roles that never felt like yours. But no matter how small you made yourself, it was never enough for them, and far too much for you. Be quiet. Be agreeable, be normal. But your spirit wasn't built for normal. Your soul came here to awaken something higher. Then the shift came, the breakdown, the dark night, the quiet nudge that said, you were never broken, you were buried. And piece by piece, you started remembering who you are. If you're feeling this, pause for a second. Subscribe to Subconscious Thinkers and turn on the bell. This isn't just content, it's soul work. This is your reminder. This is your return. Every journal entry, every tear, every boundary you've set that no one clapped for. It's all been a part of your glow up. They didn't see it because they weren't meant to. Your glow up won't look loud. It will look like peace. It will look like silence that roars from within. You stopped asking for permission. You stopped waiting for someone to see you. You became the one who sees yourself. You are the healer of your lineage, the one who chose to feel it all so those after you could feel safe in their truth. This is what you were born for, not to repeat the patterns, but to alchemize them, not to follow the rules, but to remember your own rhythm. They may never understand you, but they'll benefit from the healing you've anchored. They'll never know the storms you've weathered to hold this light, or the nights you spent unraveling pain that wasn't yours, but they'll feel the warmth of your presence. They'll find peace in the spaces you create, because even unseen, your gift moves through the world, softly, powerfully, without needing permission. So let them call you different. Let them call you sensitive. Let them call you too much. Because soon, they'll call you the one who changed everything. I am not here to fit in. I'm here to rise. If you felt that, it's because there's a fire in you too. A truth that's been whispering beneath the noise. You weren't made to shrink for comfort. You were made to expand, to take up space with your story, your heart, your light. This isn't about being liked. It's about being real, being free, being you. Join us on Patreon for guided meditations, spiritual tools, and exclusive content to support your journey. There's a 7-day free trial waiting for you. It's the beginning of coming home to yourself, of peeling back the layers they told you to wear, of finally choosing you. You don't need to have the perfect words, just the courage to begin. Because healing isn't about having it all figured out. It's about showing up as you are and letting that be enough. And it is. You are. The link is in our bio. We'll catch up when you're ready. No pressure, no rush. Just know this space was made with you in mind. Whenever you're ready to return to yourself, we'll be here. And before you go, subscribe to Subconscious Thinkers. Turn on the bell. And never forget who you are becoming. You're not alone. You're not broken. You're becoming.